We have already now, other than carbohydrates, we have seen proteins are important for breaking down into glucose or glycolysis, or either to get to release out energy from them, as well as proteins are useful for our body to to make different types of proteins for the for all the organs. Okay, so other than that, we have lipids also. Now, what these lipids are? The substance formed by specific chemical bond between fatty acids and alcohol. These are called as lipids. Now, what do you mean by fatty acids? Fatty acids are, one example I'll give you, that is carboxylic acid and carboxylic acid. Cholesterol is also fatty acid, and steroids. Okay, these are the examples of lipids, fatty acids. And from fatty acids as well as alcohol. These fatty acids and alcohol are mixed, are combined chemically with each other, and they are called as lipids. Now these lipids also have a lot of energy stored in them. Lipids, when we consume, again there is a digestion process of lipids. Lipids get converted again back into simple form, that is fatty acid and alcohol. These fatty acids are then absorbed by our intestine through our blood, and these again are given to different cells which where they are necessary. So the cells produce phospholipids, which are essential for producing plasma membrane. You know, the outer covering of a cell, we call it as plasma membrane. The cell is embedded inside. No, so all the things, all the cell organelles are embedded because of there is a covering that we call it as plasma membrane. This plasma membrane is made up of phospholipids, and from where these phospholipids come, it comes from the fatty acids what we consume during our food intake of our diet. As well as fatty acids are also useful for production of some hormones. You know, hormones are produced in our body. These are name of some hormones where your fats are required, your fatty acids are required. These hormones are named as, some hormones are given here: progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, aldosterone. These are all hormones which are required for your reproductive system, for your reproduction process. And these are all produced from fatty acids. We get 9 kilocalories of energy from 1 gram of lipid, whatever lipids we consume during our food substance. So from that we get 9 kilocalorie of energy. Now you have the no proportion of energy from carbohydrates. 1 gram carbohydrate, we get 4 kilocalorie. 1 gram protein, we get 4 kilocalorie of energy, and from 1 gram lipid we get 9 kilocalorie of energy. Excess lipids are there. Suppose excess fats you have consumed in your diet, then these excess lipids are stored in our adipose tissue. Where are those adipose tissues? Adipose tissues are wherever the soft cushion of your body is there. There all adipose tissues are there. Where are those cushion effects for your body? On your cheeks, no, here on behind your back, here below your muscles, here in your palms, okay, in your legs, on your backside, wherever you are sitting there. God has provided you a good cushion, isn't it? Yes. So there all adipose connective tissues are there, and as well as near your stomach, your abdomen. Okay. So here the fats are, or the lipids are stored in this adipose connective tissue, as well as there are some internal organs, they have adipose tissue for, for what? For below your, beside your heart, there is a tissue to give it a cushion effect, to absorb the current if shock has is provided. No, if sudden fall is there, or if there is a shock, like shock absorbers are there for your vehicles, no, same way shock absorbers are there inside your internal organs. So these, what are they? These are the adipose connective tissue, and they are filled with lipids. So lipids are such a useful substance in our body, so don't at all think to not to consume your food substance without ghee, without oil, without this oil, ghee, whatever you consume during your day. These are all important for your making the hormones, for making the outer covering of the cell, for giving you the cushion effect for your body. Okay. Other than lipids, we have, again, we consume during the day many vitamins. These vitamins are heterogeneous compounds, heterogeneous, mixture of many things together. So what these are, heterogeneous, can be separated out from your food substance easily. Some of these are fat soluble vitamins, and some vitamins are water soluble vitamins. So there are 6 types of vitamins. These are vitamin A, B, C, D and K. From that, vitamin A, D, E and K, these are fat soluble vitamin. That means whenever you consume this vitamin, these vitamins only will be present with the fat, will be dissolved in fat, not dissolved in water. So only while making your food, you bagad this food. No, you make foodni. Why you have to make foodni? Because there are some vitamins, foodni of oil, no, oil or ghee. Because there are some vitamins in your food substance has to be dissolved in that oil, has to be dissolved in that, no, in your food properly, has to be mixed in your food properly with the help of fat. So these are fat soluble vitamin, and some vitamins are water soluble. So these vitamin B and C are water soluble, and vitamin A, D, E and K are fat soluble. Now that means vitamin which are fat soluble, that can be consumed by you and can be stored in your body. Fats are stored in your body, and with the fats, vitamins are also stored in your body. But water soluble vitamin, they are everyday washed with the water. No, everyday thrown out with your, from your blood or from your urine. So you have to consume this vitamin B and vitamin C every day, because they are very important for your body, for making different types of enzymes, as well as for making different types of antibodies also. So vitamins like riboflavin, that is B2, and nicotinamide, that is B5. We have vitamin B complex. Many types of vitamin B are there. These are chemicals, and we have given them simple name A, B, C, D, E and K. They are necessary, you must have studied, for production of FADH2 and NADH2. What is FADH2 and NADH2? Yes, they are required. They are the coenzymes which are required in the process of glycolysis, as well as in the Krebs cycle, to release out energy. Without them, the energy will be not released out from your body, and without vitamin B, energy will not be released out. So everything is connected with each other. The next important thing is the water. Water is essential nutrient for our body, because your body is made up of 70% is made up of water. So during the day, at least you require to consume 70% of the water of your food substance. That means your plate full of food substance, and your water should be 70% during the whole day. Your water is consumed by your, one or two bowl of soup, or your dal, your buttermilk, whatever you consume, watery substance, some juice, some no drinks. But water, plain water also is required to be taken to work efficiently. Whatever work is going on in your body, it should be properly functioning. And proper functioning of your body only depends on water. Your plasma, blood plasma, is also made up of 90% of water. Blood plasma, yes. After the wound is getting cured, only watery substance comes out, yellow watery substance comes out, watery fluid comes out from your wound. That fluid is nothing but it is a blood plasma, which helps your blood to flow. So you require a lot amount of water to be consumed during the day. If water is lost, your body will not at all work properly. So you have to provide water to your body regularly. So here we are finishing your energy energy part, whatever energy consumption, energy production, your aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, everything we have finished now. Then further we are going to start with your cell division part, which is also very important. Okay, I'll give you the questions after this. Okay, take care.